With over 4 billion fans, football is undoubtedly the most beloved sport globally. However, throughout its history, the game hasn't been immune to some truly baffling rule changes. While football aims to be inclusive, accessible, and exciting for all, lawmakers and officials have made their fair share of rules over the years. From outlandish bans on goalkeepers leaving their line to preventing off-jersey celebrations, some football regulations seem outright questionable through a contemporary lens. This video will explore the most absurd of them all. Number 1. Coin toss. Now, the team that wins the toss has the option to choose between taking the kickoff or selecting which goal to attack. This is a brief explanation since it's quite simple. Previously, the captain winning the coin toss could only select the goal to attack. Now, he has the option to initiate the game instead. This is a recent addition to the official football rulebook. While it may not be the most significant change, it's important to be aware of its existence. Number 2. Goalkeepers can't shake the post before a penalty. Penalties are often considered the most nerve-wracking moments in football. Typically, both the taker and the goalkeeper tend to pass the pressure back and forth between each other. Often, goalkeepers attempt to strike the post before a penalty kick to unsettle the taker. That action is against the law. Despite being rarely followed, the referee should not permit that to occur. As per the regulations, the goal frame components must remain motionless when the penalty kick is executed. Either the kick is delayed after the keeper hits the post, or the referee warns the goalkeeper not to hit it at all. Number 3. Rule on goalkeeper. What happens if your goalkeeper gets injured? You would consider bringing in the backup goalkeeper as a substitute, right? What are the consequences if the substitute receives a red card or sustains an injury? As there won't be any other goalkeeper available in the squad, then any outfield player will need to step in as the goalkeeper. To keep their team afloat, they must wear gloves and tap into their saving and diving skills. Goalkeepers must also release the ball within 6 seconds after making a save or gaining possession. Exceeding that duration could lead to a booking from the referee, as they may perceive it as time wasting. Only the goalkeeper is permitted to use their hands to hold the ball, but this action is restricted to the penalty box. If a player catches the ball outside, they may receive a booking or be sent off depending on the situation. When a player from the same team passes the ball back to the goalkeeper using their feet, the goalkeeper is not allowed to pick up the ball with their hands. If that is the case, it will be deemed a foul. The goalkeeper needs to receive the pass and play with their feet like the other players, either passing it or clearing it away. When the goalie gets a back pass through a header or chest, they are allowed to catch the ball with their hands. Setting up a back pass by kicking the ball in the air and heading it for your keeper to pick up can result in a booking. Once the goalie releases the ball after catching or holding it, they are not allowed to pick it up again. When the goalkeeper is caught committing the offense, the referee will grant the opposing team a free kick just outside the penalty area. Number 4. You can see red card before and after the game. A player may receive a yellow card or a red card for committing a foul, based on the referee's judgment. Managers and coaching staff can also receive the infamous cards. Indeed, certain managers are notorious for their inappropriate behavior on the field, occasionally taking things too far. Referees have the authority to issue yellow or red cards if players violate the rules. Typically, they will miss the upcoming game and have to watch from the stands while the assistant manager steps in. It's actually possible to receive a red card even before the game begins and after the game is over. When a player misbehaves before the kickoff, the referee may issue a red card, resulting in the team beginning the game with only 10 players on the field. When the game starts, the manager must declare the starting 11 players. If a player receives a red card, they cannot be substituted. They will need to begin with 1 player short, so it's important to behave. If 7 players are not starting the game, the match will be forfeited. Otherwise, the game can proceed as usual. Players may receive red cards for misconduct, suffer injuries, or face other reasons for not being able to participate. During a game, a maximum of 4 red cards can be given. If more than 4 red cards are shown, the match will have to be stopped. Number 5. Illegal celebration. Receiving a yellow card for an illegal celebration still stands even if the goal is later disallowed. Football lawmakers decided to introduce this rule for the 2019-20 season. Scoring a goal and celebrating by taking off your shirt may lead to a booking for an illegal celebration, even if the goal is later disallowed after a VR check. As per the rule makers, this is because the impact is equivalent to that of awarding the goal. It's important to avoid getting upset if you end up celebrating in violation of the rules, as you may receive a yellow card and your goal may be disallowed. Number 6. Two touches not allowed during penalty. Okay, here's the rule. A penalty taker is allowed only one touch of the ball during a penalty kick. If a player touches the ball more than once before scoring a goal, the goal will not be counted. For instance, if the penalty taker strikes the ball against the crossbar and it rebounds to him, if he strikes the ball again before anyone else, then the goal is disallowed. If a player accidentally hits the ball from one leg to the other while slipping right before his kick, the penalty is cancelled and a free kick is given to the opponents. An excellent illustration of the implementation of this rule is Mahrez's penalty against Manchester City. He slipped and hit the ball from his left foot to his right, indicating that he took two touches. Despite the ball going into the net, it was disallowed due to a specific rule. Number 7. Number of players must be equal on both sides for a shootout. Picture a scenario where a player receives a red card during a match, leading to a penalty shootout. The opposing team will also need to choose a player to receive instructions for the penalties. In order to take penalty kicks, the number of eligible players on each team must be the same. If one team finished the game with 8 players, the opposing team would need to remove 3 players from their penalty lineup. Furthermore, those players would not have the privilege of standing alongside their teammates in the center of the field. Recall a game where a player was sent off and it went into penalties. Verify the numbers. 2 notable instances include the 2008 Champions League final featuring Manchester United and Chelsea, as well as the 2006 World Cup final between France and Italy. Number 8. It is not illegal to score from a fair play restart. Have you ever noticed when the opposing team has a player injured and the game is stopped for medical treatment? If the ball is put back into play from a drop ball and the opposing player kicks it straight into your net, the goal will count. While it may appear unfair or unsportsmanlike, the referee does not have the authority to disallow the goal in that situation. Number 9. Maintaining distance from defensive walls. One of the rules that was officially put into effect in the game starting from June 1, 2019, states that attacking players must maintain a minimum distance of 1 meter from the wall. According to the rule, if there are 3 or more defenders forming a wall, the attackers must stay at least 1 meter away from the wall during the kick. Failure to comply will result in the team receiving an indirect free kick penalty. As per the rule makers, the new addition was introduced to address issues where attackers standing too close to or within the defensive wall during a free kick led to management problems and time wastage. Attackers should not be in the wall as it goes against the spirit of the game and can damage its image. Starting now, you are prohibited from being within 1 meter of the wall during your team's free kick. If you see the other team breaking a rule during the game, make sure to inform the referee to review the situation. What are your thoughts on these football rules? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Plus, show some love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons for more intriguing content. Until next time.